am working on Conway's Life for Command 64 OS, an OS I'm making for the Commodore 64. I am adding more generalized rule sets in a main menu. Happy for that. They work perfectly. Commit them and in implementation of phase 3 launch subagents. It is a bit hungry though, isn't it? The 5.6 sol even on light. I'm working on expanding Conway's life to a more generalized uh, generation. I'm presently experimenting, kind of the first time today, with 5.6 sol. I'm running it in light right now so that I don't blow through uh, credits. And so far, it's doing pretty well. I will admit I'm having some downstream issues. Uh, I don't know how my upstream is. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Oh, hello, you little jerk. You here to eat my chair? My orange cat is not smart. Not smart at all. Okay, cool. Generation counter. I like it. I'm happy about that. Yeah. And clear. Good. Ran. Uh-oh. Okay. I can tolerate that. I can tolerate that it pauses on a new generation. Uh, Now, I would love to be able to detect when when a system has reached a stable state, but uh, a stable state can be any number of cycles. They're not necessarily flipping between one state and another state every cycle. Uh, Obviously, this is a stable state, but there could be a stable state that was dozens or hundreds of cycles long. Uh, We're coming into the dangerous section here where we're implementing a truly new feature with a new screen. Uh, and we'll see how this goes. I expect this to really just be the same thing. Phase 4 is should be hidden. Uh, it's just the creation of the menu, not the enablement of a menu. So expect everything to be pretty well the same. Yeah, everything works. Build numbers incremented. And implementation of phase 5 with subagents.
Codex is warning me about potential uh, potentially growing beyond what the original spec estimate was, um, because we've added a minor feature in the process of developing. So we'll see. If if phase 5 works in we we be working. Okay. Uh, Resets 1 through 9, then 0 through 8 for custom rollups. Okay. Return starts. Randomizes. Well, let's let's see how it goes. This could be really great. Load this one. It's bad. Apologies, adjusting my mic and forgetting to mute it first. Okay. Let's do ant colony. Q to go out to the menu. Hold on fire. Let's randomize hold on fire. Okay. Blinkers. Which, as I recall, is so called because the stabilization tends toward these blinkers. Or it just dies. I mean, sure, that's fine too. Okay, I dig it. I mean, it stabilizes really quickly, but that's okay. Uh, okay, this one can develop holes. What is it? Okay, not necessarily a complete maze. Okay, that's fine. Life, no death. Huh. It's not tremendously interesting. It always dies off in like 7 generations. Maybe it's more interesting in a bigger grid. Uh, Backspace. 0. How do I do a custom rule? Backspace, then. Oh, okay. Okay. Per back to Dvorak. Resets work fine, but it's unclear how to add a custom rule set. It kind of reveals a minor problem. Uh, that uh, the relatively small grid of a Commodore 64 screen makes it very easy for something to like die off or stabilize. All right. Well, yeah, in the middle of a heat wave, I am definitely going to tell my uh, service, my AC service person, definitely come on in. Uh, Want to have you do my annual maintenance. Uh, huh. This input for birth and survival is confusing, and it's not possible to enter a full set of rules because they aren't cleared, and you can only enter one at a time to edit a preset, right? I can't. Oh, you can remove one. Okay, that's super weird. So I can remove it. Oh, okay. Uh, uh, Commit this as working. So it's easy to roll back if there are problems, but make note it is a sub-ideal uh, for user experience. I am working on Conway's life and expanding it to more generalized rule sets. Um, Conway's uh, derp, Conway's life is, of course, a classic uh, in computer science, and it generalizes to birth and survival conditions. And I am adding to my Conway for Command 64 OS, and OS I'm writing for the Commodore 64. I'm adding rule set definitions and some presets. Um, like ant colony, just by adding a survival of 4 in addition to 2 and 3, um, you get this uh, stabilization as a kind of maze-like condition that looks like ants are moving around in a colony. It's pretty cool. Eventually, it'll probably fully stabilize, but um, as part of this, the generation counter that's also new, as well as a pause color. Um, Wool on Fire is kind of unique Uh, it continues with really big changes. Gets there pretty quickly, as I recall too, starting with a random and has a somewhat fire-like look to it. I can I'm updating the user experience because it's a little awkward to add a custom rule set right now. Um, World on Fire's generation lasts quite a while. It's hard to tell when it stabilizes, in my opinion, but I maybe haven't let it run long enough, or the stabilization is big enough that it's hard to see. Some of these, like Coral, are more interesting with a larger uh, uh, canvas, if you will. Um, but the Commodore 64 is such a small area to start with that sometimes um, like if I start from the random, it dies really quickly. So I almost have to seed it um, with another one stabilized, like Ant Colony probably would fill in a lot. Um, and then if I quit out and do Coral, and sometimes it just dies off. It's just too uh, it's too little too little space to or too little yeah, it's not enough playing field, if you will, on the Commodore 64. I'm only using um, 23 by 40, um, so that it's difficult to get the right density for Coral to stay alive. Um, I'm curious what people are working on themselves, if they're using AI, um, for a specific project, if they're Commodore people, if they're what have you. And 9 tends to die pretty quickly, as I recall. It has a similar problem as Coral, as a density issue. Um, right now, changing the rule sets is kind of a weird toggle, um, and I'm not sure what I think of it. Uh, well, I am. I don't like it. Um, it's unclear, but it works. Um, to edit, you tap B for the birth rules. So if I have one, obviously, if you have one around 1 or 3, uh, you'll have your birth. So 13 now survival. Um, uh, let's see. We'll say it can survive with 0, um, and then randomize that. Let's clear it and start with random. See what happens. Eventually, you get these holes that are kind of small, I think, with that birth of 0, or birth of 1, rather. but it can survive with nothing. So, but if I go out and I change the survival, I guess that's not helpful. Okay, it's not terrible. Once you're used to it, I think I'm too used to modern modern implementations, modern applications. Implement phase 6. Phase 6 is a documentation update. Uh, uh, okay. Well, let's see. Phase 5. Uh, oh, I suppose I should check to make sure quits. It does. Uh, uh, phase 5 is functionally complete as described. All right. Thank you. It's nice to see that it didn't want to move on without me telling it it was okay. I'd love to complain, but I really can't. Oh, okay. We don't need to compact. Instead of compacting context, we'll start a new one. Because, okay. Because it's just relatively cheap for me to do. It's good. Make it so. I I heard an interesting metric today that 20 20 tokens a second, 20 words a second is about as fast as uh, a person can possibly read um, the thinking of a AI. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how accurate it is, but I suppose I can run a local model, and at 20 words or 20 tokens a second, I can definitely read everything versus a flagship proprietary model. I can't read everything because they're doing hundreds or thousands or however many tokens. I don't actually need to take that call. I'm having tremendous downstream problems. I don't know if anyone else is, but God, this is awful. And I have been during the day for a couple weeks. It's pretty bad. Uh, let's see, phase six. Where? Okay, when did update? Checkpoint. You see? Pac-Man is a hot mess. It does not work at all. It's awful. I really needed a bit of a win. Things were not going well this morning. Uh, it's ironic that a game was the win as opposed to a feature. Last night I discovered there appears to be uh, a problem with copy where uh, a file can become corrupted on physical hardware, and that was really disappointing. Uh, I'm not really sure what to do about that. There's the inherent problem, I guess, of uh, the nature of physical hardware. I apologize. I can't tell if my upstream is good or not, because I know my downstream is bad. Um, it's hard to track the audio, so I don't know how well it is going going up and coming back. Um, as I was saying, and I'm not sure how well it went. There's corruption that happens on my Commodore 64 Ultimate when using copy. I discovered this last night. It's not something I had noticed before in emulation. Um, I actually noticed it when I was implementing compare. Um, and Yes, go ahead with phase 6. And that was rough. I was really unhappy about discovering that. Um, uh, oh no. Let me see. Phase. Documentation update as 7.2. That's good. Okay, good. Phase 5. Marked as done. Uh, Good. Continue. Phase 6 implemented at phase 6. Implementation. Implementation. Good job. Phase 6 just documentation updates. Uh, we are working on this right now. Uh, Stick that down there. Still see some of the functions working that way. Oh yeah, God, 40 by 25 hasn't been true for ages. I am really curious what other people are working on. Let's see. Make sure everything is. Oh, there. Oh, right. Code base reference actually pretty good sized file. Uh, see this. Good, good. Birth edit survival. Okay, good. Basics looks good. Commit it. Increment the Conway patch number. My bad, should include that. Uh, wow, I gotta say, Codex, especially 5.6 Sol, it is really pretty decent. This is it's kind of my first week touching Codex at all, and my first little go with 5.6, and 5.6 is nice. It does burn through usage. My usage is going to reset in 7 days. I've only been working on Conway. That's all I've worked on in this, and I am 20% through my usage on it. So I have to kind of farm things out, spread about various agents and models, but that's okay. That's okay. I can live with that. Uh, commit the updated. Commit the update. Commit the updates and merge them onto main. that can kind of happen in the background, I guess. Does Conway use? I actually added this because of a fellow I watched a video of theirs. Um, uh, uh, Carrie KH on YouTube. Uh, they discussed the Conway multiverse, and I was inspired to add rule sets to Conway on Command 64 for the Commodore 64, and it's been really satisfying. Rewarding's maybe an accurate word too, um, but it's been really satisfying to see it come along and turn into this. Uh, I wonder what uh, what happens if we change survival so it doesn't survive on 4. We need better birth. Uh, Birth on 2. Yeah, 2 seems really important for being able to maintain something. Uh, in fact, let me grab this. The fellow I was talking about. While I'm thinking about it, uh, this one. This was a really great video. Yeah, so 2 seems really important for maintaining life um, from an early perspective. I suppose you could do, instead of birth on 2, you could do survival on 2. What would that do? Huh. Uh, what if we added 3 and moved to 8? How'd that work out? It's not super lively. Uh, survival's 4, 6, and 8, and birth is just do 3. Wait, then do random. Okay, can't complain too much. Let's we do birth at 2 also. What's that look like from a cleared state though? Really active, really active. Not surprising. Those 2s make things really lively. Um, yeah. So this has been really good. I'm happy with this. Uh, no pushers performed. Let's see. Is there something else I was thinking of? I eventually might add some kind of like color mapping, uh, like a heat map. Um, that would be most interesting with maintaining a different temperatures for how long a cell has been alive, but that could get really costly um, on the Commodore 64. I can think of a couple of different approaches, but yeah, that could get really costly from a memory and or stack perspective, just off the top of my head. Um, there's limited options. Okay, yeah, let's push that. Uh, Yeah, so I wonder, let's take a quick look at that video and see if I can find any of the other interesting uh, rule sets. I might want to remove like 9 maybe because it results in die off really quickly. Uh, right, 'cause if I come out here 9 and then do random, it really, really dies off. 8 dies off too. Um, just because there's not a lot to start with. Um, I don't know how interesting it is. 7's just not interesting. I might change that out. The mazes are mazes, and you've already got a few from Ant Colony. They're more interesting, right, when you have bigger grids. But the maze fills in a matter of seconds. It's kind of a cool way to generate a maze-like thing. This one's a little bit more interesting. Takes a little longer, but still not very long. I think there may be ones that need to be switched out for something else. If I can find something that's more interesting. Uh, what's that? 34234. Uh, Bible 4. What's this? See, that's more interesting. Oh, huh. Can I add? I can. I can add 0. That makes things kind of interesting. All right. All right. I'm happy with that. That is. Uh, wait, oh, I would like to um, minor task. Uh, add the version number. to the lower right corner of the main menu, Conway. Because I have otherwise no way of knowing what the build is once I'm within it. I only know when I quit out. I'm aware the bottom row has existing space. Uh, no, no, no. I want build number as well. Okay, yeah. Implement that, update some relevant files. I want a version number. I want a version number on everything, damn it. Everything. Uh, another one failing to be had here with Conway on the Commodore 64 is limitations of random numbers. Uh, I just don't have big random numbers. Uh, it's an 8-bit machine after all. Uh, I could probably do bigger, but uh, we start working on the polynomials for that, and gets weird. The Commodore 64, the 6502 chip, um, it has no multiplication or division, so everything has to be done through masking and bit shifts. Um, uh, so it's not like a more modern uh, CPU with an advanced ALU that can do lots of stuff. Uh, so some of the some of that restricts what I can do also. Uh, I could do bigger seeds, I suppose, but there isn't officially a seed. I was investigating whether or not I could add a seed to reproduce things. Uh, it's based off the clock and off of jiffies, uh, so it's hypothetically really reproducible, but it's maybe not particularly useful because of what the what the total uh, domain of seeds is. Let's see. And now let's relaunch this and make sure that is in fact working. It's funny looking at that address, 3400X. That is the bottom of memory where user space begins, and once upon a time that was down at 2000. Um, uh, User space only changes as the kernel itself or command 64 grows. Um, I remove basic um, so that I can use its memory space, increases the user space significantly. On a clean exit, I restore it. Um, if command 64 crashes for some reason, you have no basic at all. You're stuck. You have to reset the system. You can't sys anything, poke, nothing. Uh, but yeah, this tells me that my core operating system has grown by about double, and it really has. There's a lot here. Uh, uh, I'm thinking I'm going to take out aliases just to save a little bit of space. Um, there's really no reason for me to maintain apps and PS. Uh, there's no real reason to keep ren and rename or delete del and erase. Uh, they're kind of historic that they existed in MS-DOS, but I don't think they're super relevant, and they take up a kind of non-trivial amount of space. Uh, I say non-trivial, and it doesn't seem like a lot because it's measurable in bytes, but when you're dealing with um 16 kilobytes, maybe some more of user space, bytes are non-trivial. Um, and Conway is sitting right there. Because it was the last thing loaded, it can just be run. Um, I don't. Let's make it by hand. Yeah. fully reset the system and then load that image up. See if it just didn't get picked up. There it is. Okay, good. Let's run that. Pause. Go back out here and start. And no. Yeah, Coral just really requires a lot to be built up. Uh, Change that birth to 2, 2, 3, and it unfortunately then it just like fills up too quickly. Uh, I can turn that off, and it'll fill up a little slower. All right. Well, you see what things look like. All right. If people would stick around, that would be grand. Um, um, L colon full, colon Q is pretty darn cool. So let's show them some love.